Guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today I thought I would start a lapbook. Now I found this, which I think, as I can remember, I was going to make a big one last year and I must have put it away and completely forgotten about it. So this is quite big. This was made out of two sort of like diary books from 2018 that I was given, and it's quite a big one. It is, let's have a look, it's about 11.5 inches by 7.5 inches, and I think it's got about a 2-inch spine on this one. Yeah, just over a 2-inch spine. But I think for now, because I've never made one before, I think that was going to be a little bit too big to start with. But I'm just thinking, I've got some beautiful scrapbook papers that I found as well. I've got a pile of them. I don't have a huge amount, but they are just beautiful as well. Some of them are doubled, some of them aren't. I mean, on the back, look at the colour. That's beautiful, isn't it? And I was thinking these would fit absolutely perfect in this one. So I think I'm going to keep this to the side and work on that when I've done a smaller version, just in case, you know, so I've got some ideas. So that's going to go to the side. Now this one, I've got a couple of, these are Reader's Digest books from the charity shop. I did buy 3 because I get 3 for €1. Now that is a real bargain, but this one is, excuse me, when I got home, slightly smaller. So I've got these two, which are the same size. So I've just gutted them, which I've just taken them out, which is just very simple. They're just like this, so you just sort of like cut it out, and they got the nice little spine on there, so I can coffee stain or tea stain those at some point. So I've got 2. I've popped some tape on the inside of this one, which I'll do again on this side, and then I've also cut out, I did have a piece of card, but it was just a little bit too small, so I've cut a piece out. Now this spine is 2.5 inches because each of these spines is 1.25, so obviously I want to double this up to go this side in the middle. So this is one. Oh, and I've also found this when I was having a rummage. It's the Ideology from Tim Holtz. I've had this for I don't know how long, donkey's years. I must have bought it. I've never used it. Well, obviously I have, because that piece, I think I used it on one of Andy's birthday cards at some point, but I've never really used it, and I just think it would be perfect for this one, because this is an 8 by 8. And this is 8 inches, which is perfect. So I'm going to use that. I might add in, I want it to be a little bit sort of eclectic-y bits. I don't want it's one sort of like set thing. So what I'm going to do, let me stop talking. I'm just going to pop a little bit of tape, because what I did, I think it's on this one, I cut through it a little bit there. So I've had to tape it up. So I'm going to just, it reinforces it anyway. So I'm going to pop that on there. I thought we'd do something a little bit different today. I wanted to start this off because I want to do my wisteria journal, and I also want to do this lapbook, so I can give myself a little break in between doing journals, or one journal, and do another one. So I think it gives me a little bit more sort of inspiration, if you know what I mean. It gives me a little break. So I'm just going to squidge that. I think I might paint this. I think I might go over it with a little bit of gesso as well, because I want to sort of like grunge it up. I'm not quite sure 100% yet what I really want. I should have done a little bit of research first. Maybe I will have a little look and see what other people have done. But I didn't want to do a great big one to start with, because I think it will be a bit overwhelming. So I thought I would just start small. And this is, what did I say it was? I'll measure it in a minute. It's 8 inches high. I'm not quite sure what the covers are. Probably 5.5, 6 inches, do you think? Something like that. Let's just make sure that that's stuck down. I might put another bit of tape along there. Let's just measure that. 5.25 if it goes from that bit. So yeah, nearly 5.5 inches. So that's quite a good sort of like size, isn't it? So let's pop these together. Let's make sure that they're up the right way. Not that it really matters. But the first thing I will do is just stick a little bit down here. Like this. Just down that side. I'm going to take, which is the piece? This is the piece, isn't it? That's the 8 inches. This one was just slightly too small. I'm going to pop that in there and then pop this just so I've got a little sort of gap in between. That's not going to work, that's stuck. Let's just make sure we are level. There we go. I think that's pretty level, isn't it? Just so we've got that little gap so it bends up. Put that on there. Put that on there. Let's just... Oops. Go over that in a minute. There we go. That's perfect. We shall do the same with this side. A little bit of tape. Ooh. This is just craft tape, but it's a really nice one because it's not sort of shiny, so you can paint over the top of it, which is great. Stick that there. Whew, it's very hot at the moment. We went for a lovely, lovely walk on the beach this morning. We were down there by 7 because you're not really allowed to take dogs on the beach anymore. And we like to take Jessie out, so we have to get there really early, plus it's way too hot any later anyway. So we're down on the beach by 7 and it's so quiet and it's absolutely beautiful. We're taking my friend's little girl down there. Well, she's not little, she's 12. And bless her, she's up early in the morning because it's holidays now. And walking down on the beach. We're down there for like an hour and a half and it's just stunning. We are a holiday destination, but there's only ever a handful of people down there and it's quite a big sort of beach. So it's just beautiful. I'm going to just add another little bit over the top of that just to go down there. Yes, bless her, she gets up early. I think she probably goes home again and has a little nap because it's quite early for her, but it's a great thing to come down. We go and look for sort of sea glass on the beach, and we have some beautiful, not lots of shells on our beach, but we have these beautiful sort of like iridescent inside some shells, and they are absolutely beautiful. I was thinking of actually popping some in some resin because they are just gorgeous. Where's our little gap? There we go. There we are. Lovely. So yes, lovely Sunday morning walk. It was beautiful. Oops, there goes my bone folder. Okay, let's see. So that goes like that, and then that goes like that. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, isn't it? I hope. So that's the start. Shall I just add a little bit of tape to these, you think? Sorry, this is a little bit of a boring bit, but I just wanted to show you what I was doing to start off. You probably all know anyway how to do this, but just wanted to show from the beginning. Oopsie, don't press too hard. A little bit down here. want it to be a little bit scruffy. I don't want it to be sort of like perfect. But I'm quite looking forward to, because I like making pockets and tucks and things like that. So I'm quite looking forward to sort of like adding all the little extra bits into here. And seeing what we can sort of come up with. Lots of little things we can add in. So what's that like? That will reinforce it quite nicely, won't it? Make sure that's in. Did I do that one? Nope. And I think, shall I paint the outside? I think what I might do first, I might actually, I've got some music paper that I'm going to stick on the inside first. Let's just go down a little bit this side. Pop that on. There we go. Turn this over, and there we go. I probably could sew through this because it's just sort of like chipboard, isn't it? So if I need to, I will. I was going to pop a little bit of sort of fabric on the inside, but I think I will just stick it down with some, look at that, that's quite big now, isn't it? Okay. Oh, I like that. Oh, it's quite a big one. I've got a little hole there. Lovely. So I've got some music paper here, and I thought I would just stick some in, just with a little bit of glue. Or should I use, I think I might actually use some what's it called, matte medium. So let me go and get, I'm going to put a little board down, my little mixed media mat down, and get my glue. So I will be back 2 secs. Okay, great. So I'm just using the Liquitex ultra matte medium to glue these pages down. I have got my gesso here, which is the white gesso primer, the Galleria one, and a paintbrush. So I'm going to glue on the inside first some of these, and then we will paint the outside. So let me just get my little brush and pop this on. Just a little bit of glue. Like I said, I don't mind if it's messy and it's hanging off, because I think that just sort of like adds to it, doesn't it? So let's just stick that down. I might need, oops, I might need to leave this to dry for a bit before we start. Oopsie daisy. My brush is a bit hard. There we go. Down in the middle. Yeah, I think I might just leave this out on my balcony just for a bit to dry. Let's overlap it, I think. Overlap. Okay, perfect. So that's the inside. I'm going to just leave that to dry for a minute, because I think before I start painting, and then what I'll do, because obviously it comes off the edge, I will just take those little bits off the edge before I start painting it. So I will be back in 2 seconds. Okay, so this is all lovely and dry now. So what I have done, I've got a piece of sandpaper, and all I'm going to do is just sort of like take this little bottom piece off like that, just so it looks a little bit scruffy. It's probably easier for me to do it this way so I can actually see what I'm doing. Just so it stays a bit grungy, do you know what I mean? I'm going to ink some of this, and maybe I might need to just glue that little bit down a little bit better. And then I'm going to paint just the blue cover just a little bit, and see if, you know, maybe sand it a little bit. I don't know, make a little bit grungy. We shall see. Just have a little bit of fun just making the cover today. Fabulous. Right, shall I pop a little bit of glue in there? I've still got a little bit here. Let's do it like this. Right, lovely, nice dusty mess. Let's get rid of some of this. Turn it over. So that's how it is. So what I'm just thinking is just to paint this bit. I think I might put a little bit of fabric over this as well, and then just put a panel on there of some sort. Not quite sure yet. We've got all this Tim Holtz lovely paper on here. So we could put something, just I mean, if I put some fabric and then a little panel over it, I think that might be quite nice. Go through this. I haven't used Tim Holtz stuff for a very long time, so this will be quite nice. And I think his always makes it look sort of like grungy, doesn't it? All of his stuff. So what I want to do is, we shall see. I'm going to just paint a little bit of this over just in case I don't want to do that. So we shall see. Pop this on. I might just paint over and try and maybe go over this with a bit of ink or something as well. Sand it off. Just grunge it up. That's all I want it to be. Okay, so this is nice and dry. So while that was drying, I had a little rummage. And okay, so if that goes like that, so that sits like that, that's nice and dry. I found this book which I take pages out of, and I just thought this little panel would be quite nice on the front of it, wouldn't it? I don't necessarily want it to look too vintagey, because I wanted to be a bit more eclectic, but I quite like that. Obviously I'll cut that off. And then I found some of this lovely fabric, because these are my colours. I love them. I'm just wondering whether to cover the spines with this, which I quite like, because normally I'd use sort of like a calico, but I'm quite liking that. So I think I might just, obviously I will colour this. I'm going to ink it over. I've got my transparent burnt umber, and I've also got these ones, which is the muted grey and also the muted violet, which I might colour this with. So let's see, let's just make this, make it a bit grungy. I'm going to cut this off. I do like this panel. I've got a couple of these books. Do you think I should cut that down? Just cut that off. I don't know whether I could make it into sort of like a little pocket or something. I'm not sure. But I'm liking that scruffiness to this. These are just books that I pick up from the charity shop, and they're just, I already go for the sort of like the nice oldie woldy ones, which are a bit grungy. I'm just thinking of putting that on the front. Doesn't matter if it's a little bit bent. Stick that on. I think that might look quite nice. We shall see. I've cut that off now anyway, so let's pop all these bits of paper. I'm just going to pop a little bit of ink on here. I think I might just put it in here and do it, or shall I just, I don't know, I think I might just do this. Get my card, grunge it over. We shall see. Let's just plop a little bit on, make a nice mess. It's what Sundays are about, isn't it? Making it a bit of a mess. Oh, I think I'll go for the muted grey, so it gets a little bit of pink in there. Pinky purple. I do have some water somewhere, wherever that is. Lovely. Right, where's my water spray? No, I've got some water in this. It's like a little droplet one. Maybe I should get a paintbrush instead. What do you think? What do you think? Where's my paintbrush? It's gone. Just make a mess today by the looks of it. That dried really that quickly. There we go. Okay. Fabulous. Okay, that's not looking bad for now. That's good for the first sort of layer of it, should I say, because we'll probably do other things to this as well. But I do like how the tape has taken that ink. I think it looks really good. So what mess have we got on the other side, do you think? Oh, it's nice and clean. That's a surprise. Okay, so let me quickly pop this back outside, let it dry off, and then we will see where we go from there. But I am loving that. Look at that. That's fabulous, isn't it? Loving it. Okay, guys, so 2 seconds. Okay, fab. So this is all dry, lovely. I've got a few other bits and pieces out here which I'm going to use, but what I have been doing, I've just gone down the edges with a little bit of sandpaper, just to bring a little bit of that white through, because it was a bit sort of like dark in some places. So I've just gone through. I can go through this again later, but it just get some of those edges off, which looks really, really nice, like that. Now I've gone through the inside and I've just inked these bits so I know where the spine is and which bits that I'm going to be working on. So that's that bit. Now I've got a piece of the Tim Holtz paper, not 100% sure what I'm going to do, but I don't want this, I want to add a little bit of sort of like colour to it. So I have got a piece of my scrapbook paper which I will use in there as well. Now shall we work on the back page? I was going to just do the cover today, but I'm quite excited. I'm quite happy to make this now. I just want to do a little bit more. So I've got some papers, I've got some coffee stained bits of card which I must have done last year. So I've got bits and pieces here, which is lovely. What's those pieces? Oh, that's my new one. That was my new kit, wasn't it? Oh, these are the ones that I printed the wrong way. They were portrait, not landscape. That's why they're in there. So let's see. What shall we do? Something on this back page. I've got all dust everywhere from sanding it. So what should we do? I've got all these grungy bits. I might cover that up, I might not. Should we do something that sort of like flips out? I'm not quite sure, but these fit absolutely perfect. Not 100% sure how I'm going to do this, but I could make a little, if I make a little ridge down there to fold it, I could sort of like fold it this way, couldn't I? Should we just start with that? I'm going to get my little scory thingy majig. I'm going to put that down this way. I'm going to use this as my score tool. Where's my, if I can find, I'm not ready, am I? Let's just take a little scored out line down there. I should have done it the other way. Which way am I doing it? Which way shall we go? This way? Yes, let's do this way. So that's on the inside. Like that. So that will stick down. Okay, let me get some room. Take that out from under there so I can see what I'm doing. So that will stick on there and open up, won't it? Maybe we will have, this is going to have to come back like that so it doesn't use up all of that space. And we can have like a flippity thing. Flippity thing that comes in and out. Like that. That opens up. I might pop something on here. Let's go through this. Maybe I could use a little bit of my birdie. Let's pop, that's what I might do. Just make it up as we go along. Let's just fold this in half. Look at that. That's probably the right height as well, isn't it? Just a tiny bit needs to be taken off there. I might glue that onto there. Like that. What do you think? What do you think? I haven't got a clue what I'm doing, guys. Just making it up. I think what I need to do is glue that onto there and then score that so this bit sits down, and maybe make this bit into a pocket. That's what I shall do. What do you think? I need to take a little slice, just a tiny little slice off here. Like that. That's about right, isn't it? Perfect. Right, let me take my ink. Where's my little inky dauber gone? Where's my little dauber gone? Let's use this one. Let's use this one. Let's just ink this up. Gosh, I think I'm just making a big mess today. But I think this is the best way. It's not really something that you can follow, but just to watch me do, I think, more than anything. Let's ink this. I might just stick this together. Might actually just stick that like that and use it as another little flappy thing. Let's see what we can do. Like that. Let's put that on there. Glue that on. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. And we shall work it out as we go along. A little bit of glue on there. This side down first, like that. All turns out in the end, I am sure. I think. Okay, that's stuck. Now I'm going to glue, use my glue stick actually on the rest of this, because I want to glue this whole thing together. Like that. Put a little bit of glue down this side, because this is the bit that's going to stick to that flap. Like that. Just so it sticks down a little bit better. Well, those papers work well together, don't they? I do like that. That's going to stick. I could probably actually sew that. Do you think I should sew that? What do you think? So this goes on there. I need to score that. I want these all to sort of like flip flap in with each other. Maybe I'll stick that so that comes out this way. I'm going to score down this little bit where I have stuck that down, just that little bit, right there. Just like that. Still a tiny bit wet. Just bend that. Yes, I think definitely needs to be sewn. Now, in amongst all of this, I've got my little bone folder. Let's pop that down like that. So this does that. So we've got like a little edge like that, and that's the bit that I'm going to actually stick onto the page, or onto that bit there, like that. Stick that down, then that will be stuck down, and then this can flap up as well. Fabulous. So when that's glue, look at that big messy. When that's dry, we will glue onto that bit. We will sew it, I mean. I'm going to just pop that over there. Now I'm going to add a little bit. I probably need that now. What should we pop onto this piece then? Because we need something over here. Should we stick this down? Make a little pocket. We could do that, couldn't we? And have a little pocket in that bit, and then add to the back. Okay, I'm going to do that. Now I'm going to put this away. Let me just move that over a little bit. Okay, next time I do this, I'll have things ready. I shall have things ready to go. So this is 3 1/4. 3, just under. I might have it just a little bit bigger. I'm going to get that bird. I might cut it down because I would like to get all of the little birdie in, I think. Do you think we're going to get all the little birdie in? Yes, we will. My cutter's not cutting very well, is it? What did I say that was? I've forgotten already. I have forgotten already. That's like 8 centimeters. About there. Oh, I can use that as something else, can't I? Let's pop that over there. Stand it up. This can go on there. Oh, it's just a tiny little bit too long. What do you reckon? Okay, I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use this. Sorry guys, I'm all over the place today. My other one is just leaving little bits on there and I don't like that. Let's just take these little bits. How much of this do we need? Oh, I could probably trim this up afterwards, couldn't I? Let's go the right way. Just along that little line. Sorry, I'm just eyeballing it. Eyeball, eyeball. Let's get these bits all over the floor, make a nice mess. Now, shall I cut a hole? Is that right? That's about right. Shall I cut a little dippy in here so we know that it's a pocket? Shall we do that? Yeah, I will plan this a little bit better next time so I know what I'm actually doing. Well, I've not made one of these, so that's probably the reason why I'm a bit all over the place. There we go. Okay. A little bit of ink around the edges. Like that. Okay, when I finish this bit, shall we ink this up? Just that edge there. A little bit round here. There we go. Like my inky edges. Now, I think I might actually sew this on in a minute. Shall I? Oh, I quite like that. That's really nice, isn't it? Flip, flip, flip. Where do we put this? We're going to put this on this side, so that sticks down. That sticks down, and then this is going to lift up, and then that's going to lift up, and we can put some pockets on there. Fabulous. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sew along this bit around here. Let's make some room. Let's make a little bit of room, and I can bring out my sewing machine. Doing there. Put my little hole thingy-majiggity away. Bring this over. Pop this down, look. Right, I'm going to make a lot more room on my desk as well. Now, I've got purple in here from doing the Wisteria journal, but I'm not too worried about that actually. Because I want this to... Oh, where's the piece gone? Because I want it to be... Here it is. Gosh. Because I want it to be a little bit eclectic-y, I'm quite happy to have different colour cottons on there. So I'm just going to sew through here. Okay, get rid of these little bits. Okay, let's get this piece, and I'm going to sew that on. Should I glue that down quickly? I think I'm going to be quite brave. Let me just peg it. Let's just peg it like this. Okay. What do you think? And just sew around the edge. Okay, lovely. Let's pop the machine back and see where we are. Let's have a look. Look, I've got big messy bits everywhere. Let's pop those to the side. Right, that can go on top of there. These little bits can go up there, out of the way. Oh, I quite like my little birdie bits. There we go. So we've got a lovely pocket on there. Oh, I like that. Don't you? And that looks okay because you can sort of like a whitey, it looks like a whitey colour on there. So that can go on there. Now we need some little pockets or something on this bit, don't we? Unless I have something on there. Oh, I like that. I do like that. Now I think I'm going to leave that there, and I'm going to have a little think to see how I can do this, because let me work it out, because I do like that, but I think because I'm going to glue that down, I need to put something under there or something else, a little flippy blippy, pop something on there. We've got the pocket. So my first lap book, how exciting. So there we go, guys, we've coloured that, we've made that. I'm loving the colour of it, actually. Maybe we will pop this on there as well. I might even use that as like a little flappy thing. Pop a little hinge on there, and make a little flappy thing on there, which I think might look quite nice. And we've got our first little thingamajig to go inside. So there we go, guys. I'm going to leave it there. I'll have a little think, and I will be back in my next video to see what we shall do. All right, guys, well, thank you so much for joining me. Have a fab rest of the day. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. All right, guys, bye bye.